Vesta Angels Tarot. I apologize for the the last of the reading last night, which is I'm cleaning up now off of the table. I kept telling y'all that my battery was going dead, right? Now I got 57% on it right now. So that should hold us enough to complete the reading for this evening. So, but I was already finished anyway. The last card that came out was unconventional in reverse. So I just felt like this will be something much more conventional than you are used to, or something as much more conventional that you to have as an approach. Okay, so whoever needed to hear that, let me check my channel and make sure that good. I hope everybody is well. Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. All right, so it seems like the chat. Hey, extraordinary. Yep, so the volume is good. Okay. So, Vedic Sidereal, for the people who do not know, is what I practice and follow on my channel. So, Venus was in Scorpio a couple of weeks ago or so, right? So, I do believe that she has already moved into Sag. Yes. So, this is why today's reading is Venus in Sag. You can have Sag as a moon or rising, and or as you want to say, ascendant. Venus may be your, this may be your Venus reading for some of you, okay? So this is not just a reading for Sag, okay? This is a reading for Venus being in Sagittarius, Vedic Sidereal. I'm not quite sure on where they're saying that Venus is in Western astrology, okay? So last night reading was very fun and energetic. It was very informational. So make sure you take a look at that. Now, this can be a young male that you may be meeting or that you know. Take it how it resonates for you. It could be a brother. They don't have to be this nationality of a color of a person. It's still about the young male energy, okay? So this person also literally can be younger than you. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It don't have to be like a teenager and you're like 40. Okay. I mean, but it's some people that may have that type of relationship, but you get what I'm saying, right? It can be a person who likes or have some type of fast car. It also could be that they like cars. They like the engines. They like detailing or washing cars. They like to be seen as a very energetic person, or a very flashy type of person, by having some type of vehicle of this nature. It could be some type of foreign car, but it also could be some type of fast domestic car. This person also could be they could be middle age, but act very young. The way that they come across, the way that they act, the way they like to have fun, the way they joke around. Okay. So now, even if you do not know or figure out who this energetic male person may be, it still can be you, divine feminines. Hey, Reese. That may be in your masculine energy right now. So divine feminines, I really need you to pay attention to where your Mars is, and where Mars is in what house. Okay. Now Mars is still retrograde in 3rd house of Gemini. So you would need to know where Mars is, divine feminines, okay? Because this can be you in your masculine energy, where that you're ready to go forward. You're ready to go forward in your life right now. You also could be thinking about buying a different vehicle. Some of you also may rent some type of fast car, or some type of, sports car. Maybe you're going to rent a car to go out of town, and maybe they're giving you a choice to pick your car. I know we used to do that at Hertz, and you can go out there, and what they have is like a Mustang or some type of sports car, or something that has at least 8 cylinders, 6 cylinders. Okay, so fun times in reverse. And I rarely use these cards, but just like the third or second time in a row I have used them. I'm using them so they can show up on the screen very well. Okay, we always use the same type of cards. So I'm trying to do something different. And now we have control issues. Now, this person and or you also could be, wanting to control the situation on how they want to do it, especially by this person being in a sports car. Okay, they could want to do things their way. They also could be very, I don't want to always call somebody very manipulative or narcissistic. Okay, but this person can have a very determined type of attitude. They also can, maybe they feel like they're the man or they're the woman. Okay, and this person also could be in charge, like a CEO or a boss, or this is how they represent themselves out to the public. But it also can be like, for some of you, I'm not getting bad energy off of this, but it just can be that this person and or you wants to control the situation. Okay. This person also can be very much more controlling than they come across. Also could be very bossy. Like they like to have control. They like to be in control. Hey, Mel. They also could like to be very much in control in what they do, where they go, and their say in the relationship, or even if you're just dating this person. Some of you can come across this person in traveling. Remember I just said about getting a rental-car, like from the airport, or getting a rental-car once you get where you're going to go out of town, right? Also could be taking or going toward some type of travel when it comes to a sunny place during this, what we call, the 21st will be the winter solstice, right? So some of you could be traveling out of town for the start of winter solstice, maybe going somewhere tropical. Also can be a cruise. So let's keep going. Now, if this is not about traveling, this also could be this person and or you wants to control the situation about when they decide to come towards you. Okay. How they're deciding to come towards you. They may also feel or recognize that they may not can control you as maybe they do other people or a certain person in their life. Okay. This person also could be ready or may take some type of vacation away from work, or now this was the beginning of the card from last night, communication, but it came in reverse. Okay, so remember that every minute, every day, every hour, week, month, energy changes. Okay, even after you view this reading, energy also can still change. So last night, communication was in reverse. So some of you may have reached out and done communication yourself, maybe to let a loved one or a family or a friend, to tell them that you're coming their way, that maybe you booked travel reservations, or maybe they are ready to come towards you on a certain date. Okay, but maybe it can be something in your life or this other person's life that is very controlling for them right now. Okay, that maybe you're not going to that maybe they can't get away to come towards you, or you can't get away to get toward them. It can be maybe your job is controlling the situation right now. One of my moderators, can you delete that or block that person um, off of here, please? So, yeah, some of you may be staying at home, long distance in reverse. Okay, or maybe this person is not going to have to travel towards you too far. Okay. Some of you may also be getting a message or giving out a message about that you can't go anywhere. You can't meet up with the rest of the friends or family to go on a trip. Because of things in your life is very controlling right now. Your job, your situation you going on through at your home, you know, with a loved one or a lover or a spouse or whatever. It's just like a lot of things that are manipulating you and you can't get loose from it. Okay. Now, this also could be that some of you wants freedom from a situation, and whatever that situation is, a relationship, a marriage, a dating process, a job, you just feel like you want to break free and you just want to get away. You could also be doing a lot of daydreaming. You would need to look in your chart and see where Neptune is in what house of yours, okay, in your chart, because you're really daydreaming about traveling, the sun, the beach, the water, some type of tropical place, just being able to relax and to get away and to cut the strings off of this controlling puppet. Okay, because so many things has a hold on you, and you see the hand up here, and it seems like, you know, everything or everybody just depends on you for everything. Okay, and it's just like, I just want to get away, I want to break free. Also, this love relationship that some of you may be in, some of you, if this is a new person that you're interested in, maybe you met them outside of a club or a bar, or you met them previously. Okay, and things are turning more serious right now. So maybe some of you are thinking about booking a bay vacation with this person. But maybe you don't want to. Maybe you wanted to go far away, or they wanted to go far away, but you wanted to keep it kind of short distance. Maybe an hour and a half of travel. Okay. Because this would be maybe your first vacation with them, and you want to make sure that things go okay. Some of you are already getting red flags that this person may be somewhat controlling. Okay. Maybe they did want an open relationship at first. They could also be because they were still seeing other people before they started initially continuing to talk to you, and now that they are deciding as a form of control that they want to close out the relationship between you and them. Okay. And this is what the communication or conversation is going to be about now. First, Ice Queen. Now, when I did the reading, was it last night or the other day? The first time I used this deck, the Ice King was right in this position here, and he was in the upright. So now I have the Ice Queen right here in reverse. So some of you are also releasing yourself, catching your own red flag about it's time to act, be more freer. Okay, about not being so controlling when it comes to things about yourself or how you look at yourself, or not so controlling about how closed off you are when it comes to dating or getting back out, meeting people. The Ice Queen is melting. So you're allowing your feelings and emotions to be a lot more exposed. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, that means that it hasn't happened yet. Okay. It also could be just somebody that wants to meet you, or you invited them over to your house, or you're coming to them, or you're meeting in a public place. It may be a lot more serious than you think it is. Okay, I'm not quite sure if this person has really told you about how they feel, or if they wanted to dive deeper into the conversation once both of you got more, um, in a quiet place or something like that. Bottom of the deck is mature man. What's up under him? Money in reverse, spiritual growth, courting man that came out the other day, and new love. Yeah, this is a new love. Some of you also may have a choice of closing out a long-term relationship. And maybe you're going toward somebody older and more mature, leaving this young and intimidating, controlling type of limited conversation, limited actions, all about what they look like, who they can impress, and all this type of stuff. Person alone, okay? And maybe your new love can be someone who may be older, a lot more wiser. They don't have to have gray hair, but it can be also the way that they act. But it also could be vice versa, okay? So we have new love here, and let's get clarifying a little bit. So I do see that you want a monogamous relationship. You don't want to be dating somebody, getting to know somebody, and then being secretly controlled because this other person still wants open relationship type of status. Okay. Now that can just be you, but it also could be this new love that also wants the same thing. But it also could just be that maybe this person appears very energetic, very young acting. They got a lot of humor. They like to joke. But when it comes to love and relationships, this person may begin to open up. Okay. They could have already been acting very distant towards you, but that energy is starting to close. Okay. And I feel that this person may want to travel towards you or would like to meet in the middle. Okay. But they just don't want a relationship that will be controlling. I feel that both of you want that type of freedom, but still wants a relationship. You don't want anybody as a control mechanism trying to tell you what to do and all of this. And this person don't want that either. Okay. So they're trying to see, about how this can come together. I want to put this on a travel card, which is the peace card that was the last card from last night. Both of you, this also could be during the spring or summer that both of you maybe take some type of vacation together, and this will be when things really start to establish for both of you. This also could be somebody that has not came into your country, city, or state yet. Okay, by you being having a new love on the table. So maybe some of you haven't even met this person yet. Put this on control. The ring. Some of you may be divorcing and or separating. There we go. As soon as I pulled it. Some of you may be divorcing and or separating, or you could just been living with somebody for a while, right? Maybe 7 months, 7 years, and now you're breaking apart. Some of you, it could have been you've been married, or this person was married for 7 months, 7 years, and now that they are wanting to or is departing from that relationship, from that marriage. Okay. They also could be maybe the engagement didn't happen and the person didn't get married. Also could be the same thing for you, that maybe you were engaged and the other person took off. Okay. Because they was, they wanted to control this, they want to control that. So right now you could be going through some type of litigations, like putting this person on child support, or they putting you on child support. A lot of masculines are getting into that energy also. I feel that it's fair. It also could be like divorce, separation, also talking to a mediator to try and save your marriage, because there's too many controlling issues going on between the both of you. Okay. Some of you are cooperating with this mediation. Could also be therapy. It also could be property and or things that are being divided up by a judge. Okay. But it also is like the Libra card in this deck. So some of you, don't try and control anybody enough where that, you trying to control this person into marriage, into a relationship. Just be very fun, energetic. Okay. Now this other person also could be wanting to take more control about this about this relationship or dating you, because they are ready for marriage. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. So, like I said, if this is a divorce or separation, it also can be because this person had a mistress or a mister. Okay. So some of you could have been married or dating this person, a mature man, and now you ran into a younger male, and the tower is coming through here to break up this marriage and separation. Okay. If that is not the case, then this person does see you like as a Queen of Wands. New love, the wishing well. So, like I already gave of a timing when the sun goes into Aquarius, right? Also, when Saturn goes back into Aquarius, I believe that's December the 23rd. And it's going to be there for a while until it retrogrades back out again. Is this your wish fulfillment to have a new love now? Okay, some of you are already attracted to whoever this person is, and you see marriage with them. You also may want commitment. But I need to get to what is the controlling aspect, because I'm not feeling very confident about what this control, because it's the person wants to control you. They want a controlling type of marriage. Will this person be controlling if they were to marry you? Do they want to control the relationship even during the dating part? Like, what is this? What is this control? Or maybe don't want to be in what they were dealing with as a form of control. Maybe being forced to marry, right? And maybe they're realizing that they want to get away from that because they're not in love with this person anymore. They don't have fun with them. There could be lack of communication. They've been manifesting and dreaming of dating somebody new or meeting somebody new. Short distance. This person also may be in a short distance to you. So they're not that far away. So I don't know if they're traveling to you. I don't know if you already ran into this person. This person can be a person from your job, your community, a place where you frequent, but they're not far away. Okay? This person is not far away from you. But you are very passionate, or you're feeling or picking up very passionate energy for this person. Okay. With this bridge here, it's kind of like bridging the communication toward each other, or initially starting the communication. Now, I said I wanted to put this on the control card real quick, which is Saturn, the world. Well, that's pretty much what control is. So now we have accomplishment, completion of cycle, duty, responsibilities, governing time, and Saturn. And I just said about Saturn leaving Capricorn, officially going back into Aquarius, Vedic Sidereal. That's going to start around December the 23rd. So what both of you are doing is that you're both completing cycles in your life. Okay? It can be that you or this other person has put up some type of boundary as a control mechanism between the both of you, or some type of restriction. If not, then this is what they will be doing. Like, we can't be intimate until we really realize that we're going to be engaged or officially dating, and not have other third party situations going on, because Saturn also is about learning a lesson. So it can be also that you've learned your lesson about getting engaged, going through situations or legal battles with people that you have dated or lived with or in a relationship with. Having to take them to court or keep getting them out of jail. You had to divorce them. Um, having to take on legal matters because this person stole money from you, or left you with the apartment or the house, and you had to pay for everything. You understand? So it's kind of like you have learned your lesson when it comes to Saturn. But Saturn always make you wait before Saturn will give you what you wish for. Okay, Saturn will make you wait. So some of you have been waiting for engagement and or marriage, or somebody as a new love that can happen with, for at least 7.5 years. Now, Venus in Sag is the title of today's reading, and if you are a Sagittarius, your Sadi is ending. Okay, so things will begin to get better for you by January, Sagittarius. All of that, responsibility and almost achieving something, and then feeling like you had to start back over, feeling like everything was like a restriction to you. You couldn't get anything that you wished for. Your money was effed up. That was all of a hard lesson of Sadi. Now, you can always research and Google Sadi, but I think I already have a reading on that on my channel. You just have to look in my playlist. I think I did that years before. At least probably 3 or 4 years back. Okay. Okay. Let's put this on new love. Look at there. All right. So a new agreement, a pact, a contract, a partnership, trusting, alliance, commit, a new cycle, circular, continue, closure, promise, bond. So you have been wishing for closure, okay, even if you haven't been with the person anymore, but the sense of boundaries that you have had or put around yourself as a way of controlling mechanism, not letting anybody new in, not really dating, making yourself not fall in love, being celibate and everything like that, right? So your wish is to have a new type of partnership as a new love to come in. And I feel that Saturn is going to start that new cycle as a commitment. Okay. And you will be able to achieve this. Some of you also, your father has finally gotten or is getting divorced. And it is unfortunately because he does have a younger person that he is interested in, or is effing around with. Okay. And your mom found out. So, I do feel that a new bond will be created for some of you around maybe 7 weeks from now. 7 weeks. Look at there. 7 months, 7 weeks. Now remember, you have to meet the person, right? You see that 25, 25? Two different decks it came out. Some of you may decide just to go to the courthouse and get married. You will be completing some type of other cycle, though. If you feel that you haven't, it's finally going to wrap up for you, and you're going to realize it. Okay, you're going to realize how beautiful, how handsome of a person that you are, and what you deserve is to have a new contract. Okay, now remember, anybody and anything that you deal with here on earth is a contract. You have a contract with your car. You have a contract with your car insurance, your mortgage, your landlord, right? Your job. Once you sign that paperwork and sign that application as a new hire, that's a contract, right? You also have a contract if you get married. It is a piece of paper, but it also is a spiritual bond, right? And it don't matter what type of religious denomination you believe in, it's still a contract. Because if it wasn't, then you wouldn't have to go through judication to get it undone, right? Or a sense of separation. So it will be a new contract that you will be starting. Okay. And look at here. I'm trying to cover up this girl breastises. Okay, because YouTube be tripping. And you see Venus. Thank you, angels, for pointing that out. You see Venus has the necklace? And she's draped in red. Now, remember that Sag, or the 9th house of Sag, is about traveling. It also is about long distance of travel. It also is about, it's your spirituality house. It's about the studying of religion. Some of you also is or has decided to become a what do you call those people? A person that can marry people. Like you go to school or you get initiated, or a person that a person, not a preacher, but one of those people that you can hire to marry you. One of you is becoming that. Okay. Ooh, the scythe. One more. All right. Ooh, like I said, somebody is cutting one person out and a new one is coming in. So this person can be, unfortunately, maybe it's you that's getting a divorce and or separation, or this person, Saturn is making this person move out and move on so that you can establish and have a new contract to come in. Okay, and it don't matter whether you're a masculine or a feminine watching this. If you have still been tied to energetically, spiritually, and also financially, in some type of way to a person in your life, but you have been wishing and manifesting like, you know what, I really want somebody new. I want a real relationship. I want to date somebody where that we build some type of commitment and alliance and real trust, and eventually we can get engaged and get married. For some of you, it's that time because of your maturity dealing with Saturn. Okay, so your D9 also can be being affected or opening up in your chart, right? So we have sudden coming together and sudden separation, unexpected, accident, cut, release, harvest, liberating, shocking, surprise, and a reckoning. And again, it can be you, a person like your mother, a girlfriend, your sister, Also could be, you could be a fiance one day and then all of a sudden, unexpectedly, it's cut off. It's separated. It also could be an annulment that can happen in less than 30 days for some of you. And it also can be that suddenly or unexpectedly you become somebody's girlfriend, fiance, or a spouse, or you begin to have a love interest. I'm telling you now. Okay? Because it's already here. You got the rings here twice on the table. Some of you will all of a sudden be in a relationship. Now, I will tell you, your duties and responsibilities will increase once you get into this relationship. Let me move on before my time runs down. I know that's right. Okay. And my subscribers know that a lot of times when I give a reading, I even give myself 8 out of 10. I really want to say 9, but 8 out of 10, it happens. Okay, so for the new people who stopping by, you may want to subscribe. Okay, because I don't give a lot of typical readings like everybody else, because I go by the energy of the planets. But look at there, not feeling pressured right now, Scorpio energy. Now, nothing could come to fruition, okay, with Venus being in Scorpio. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it there. But she can work with Sag, because Sag is a spiritual house, right? So Venus is trying to catch up with everything. When she was in Virgo, when she was in Leo, when she was in Cancer, right? When she was way back when she because she can work well in the house of Taurus. She could be all right in Gemini. She could be all right in Cancer. But when she got to Leo and Virgo, she couldn't do nothing in her own house about 60 or so days ago, because K2 was there, the sun was there, Venus was there, and also Mercury was there. So Venus was just overloaded. She was being bullied, in other words, okay? So that now she just left Scorpio. She couldn't do Scorpio either. That's like a love relationship trying to connect, but Scorpio is an ending house. Everything was butting heads. Everything was coming to a head. A breakup and or a divorce was pending, in other words, okay? And both of you, or one of you, or even this person you haven't met, or somebody you know of, somebody you like, but you haven't really communicated to them or talked very serious about anything yet. Everybody was feeling pressured, want to do the right thing, but couldn't. The energy wasn't working. Some people was being controlling, and some people wasn't. Some people was acting very distant. Okay, some people was avoiding the other person at all costs. So nothing could really be, could come together. So in other words, Saturn like, okay, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to release you from it. Now, I really feel like I said, this is also an awakening. Thank you, angels. I got stuck for a minute. Okay. This is also the Judgment card in reverse to me is a sudden awakening, because you have been feeling pressured to stop talking to somebody, let it go, divorce, separate, move out, move on. If it wasn't you, it was still the other person in your life or other people that they were messing around with, that they were feeling pressured to do that with them. And this is why they could not connect with you or get engaged with you or start up this commitment with you. Okay? But somebody ain't feeling pressured no more. Right? That's over. Somebody's not feeling pressured anymore. So now all of a sudden somebody will cut and release and begin to feel more liberated. Okay. And this is why we have all these like traveling. I want to get away from a situation. I'm ready to be released and etc. etc. All right. Let's move on. And what time is it? 40. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in for today's reading. You know I don't pick the readings now, okay? 8 of Cups in reverse. So even if this is a person that you're not with, or you were still interested in an ex, okay, but they still didn't come back to you because either they were married, they were living with somebody, still dealing with the baby mama or whatever, right? They wanted to act or stay single. They walked away from you, right? But I feel with this you're welcome, Mel, with this 8 of Cups in reverse, I'm not going to say that they're returning back, because you're not going to let them back. You want this new love that's going to give you this new contract. Now, the 8 of Cups in the upright usually do return. But this 8 of Cups to me in reverse, there's no turning back now. I feel that you have suddenly cleared this matter within inside of you. Oh, Mel, I don't know you, girl. You've been traveling everywhere. I ain't seen you in so long. But I always tell y'all, if y'all leave, always come back and let me see your pretty little avatar, okay? Or thumbnail, so I can know that you're okay, right? All right. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I have no more offers to give you. I don't accept your apology. I don't have an apology for you either, and you can keep that. I don't want it. I don't really want to hear what you got to say. I don't have nothing to say. And yeah, this time I'm not turning back. And because again, this red here is coming across like, I want to be and feel more passionate, not only about myself, but something new. Something or somebody also has already attracted your eye. It has. 8 of Cups in the upright. The person always come back after they see and feel that the grass is not greener on the other side. As walking their journey. And they feel or felt very passionate about leaving you, or you left them. You felt very passionate about doing it. Maybe it didn't work out or whatever. Maybe you started to get lonely and started to feel pressured about asking them to come back and let's get back together. Let's fix our marriage. Page of Pentacles. We got kids. But now Saturn is like, no, you've changed. And you realize that. You realize that you will have more sense of a harvest by not allowing yourself to go back into that situation. And usually you would have, maybe a couple of times, you kept trying to let it come back. You let time pass by, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You still been thinking about them. Some of you still probably was being intimate with them, but you didn't let them come back and move in and this and this. No. This time you gone. You know that, right? Because something new is here and it's part of your journey. And it's going to be a surprise. It may be somebody that you may not even thought that you would be. Look at there. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, waiting on this connection to happen. Yes, you lost a lot of things. The energy that you put into trying to have a 10 of Pentacles with your past or past people, right? But the surprise is that the 10 of Pentacles is in reverse right now because of the way the World card landed. You know the World card is a full contract, right? Let me show you. What does that say? A cycle and circular and continue, right? What is the World card? A cycle and circular and closure. That's why it landed in concern energy. You're closing out this, I feel, by the end of this year, which is the last week of December. This is also why I'm being drawn to this red cape, the color of red, for just December period, right? We use a lot of red in the month of December. Also February, right? That's neither here or there, because that's nothing but earth, a sense of reality type of thing. But those to me are the two colors that the color that we use a lot in December and February. We use a lot of red, as abundance and also as passion, commitment, and things like that, right? For February. But again, the red is here too as the karmic tie, the soul tie. That's what that is. You're closing out this soul contract and agreement and pact with the things in your, see, again, more red, the judgment, right? You're closing this out. Not only, you could have already done it physically, okay? But the world card is the true cycle, which is a full 10 years. So whatever you have been back and forth about with a person, a situation, things in your life, things that you have already accomplished in your life, career, job, children, where you live at, what you wanted to do, entrepreneurship, whatever it is, right? You're closing up that cycle period as a 10-year cycle. And if some of you has been recently going through a sadi, the past 7.5 of the past 10 years been very hard for you. You haven't been really able to keep a relationship, to keep a commitment. If you did get married, it was a hell of a marriage, right? And now even that cycle is separation and cutting and releasing. That situation is also over. It's just time for, and here's the world. Thank you, angels. Here the world is twice. I just does, Vesta. Right? The world card. So you have the world card here again. That's why I kept talking about Saturn the first time. And here goes Saturn again. And like I said, Saturn concerned energy will be in Aquarius, right? December the 23rd. Or the first part of January. Leaving Capricorn. So what is the world card? It's Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and the world, Saturn, the world card also is Capricorn, right? So again, like I said, the contracts that you had, the cycle that you've been through, is closing up. So that you can, completion of a cycle, right? So that you can achieve and have new commitments. To integrate means to come together and to blend, right? So that's why you have unexpected, a time of harvest, liberation. Liberation is what? The judgment. Feeling liberated after you have had to make a judgment call. All right, let's end it with one of these. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all stopping by. The 10 of Pentacles, future outcome. But it's in reverse right now because this pattern, this cycle has to close out. Everything and everybody that has been manipulating you, trying to control you and everything like that, all of that is gone. You got beloved one. So I'm helping you with your spiritual, see there? I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And why? Because Venus is in 9th house of Sag. 9th house of Sag is a spiritual house. Connecting more to the highest entity, the universe. Listening to yourself more, spiritually being guided. Also, being more open as a giving nature. Some of you have been studying religion, whether it's watching YouTube videos on artifacts, on Christ or God, or different religion, how religion came into effect, reading your Bible more, studying or religion or different, whatever it is, okay, for your religious denomination. But you have been more interested in it. And compassion. Kun Yin. So release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And I feel that you have done that as a form of letting things and people who have or had a lack of compassion and love for you, you've released that judgment about them now. And this is why now you will be harvesting as a new commitment in or marriage, something that you can actually trust. Now, please remember that it has to start out as dating. Okay? It has to start out as getting to know somebody first. So if you're not open to that, also the lotus flower, okay, then how can it move to the rings? So you have to see there, it's up to you. Like I said, you have to, it's up to you, right? Be open to that. It also could be 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Woo, the next few weeks. I told you the end of December. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, y'all, also could be two blended families coming together. So you may have a child or children, or they may have child or children, right? So the 10 of Pentacles has to be rebuilt back up together as a couple that also could have children by different people, right? And Saturn is helping to bring that closer together. Within the next few weeks, it's up to you. Now, some of you, if an ex is coming back, you can have compassion for them. But remember the love and light that you should want to have or see in everybody, okay? And you can have love and compassion for somebody, but you don't have to give them yourself as a reward, okay? Your reward is not getting back with your ex right now, no matter how much you want it to be done. I don't care how much they cry and say this and that and say how much of a mess that they did. Comfort, they want you to comfort them, or you want to comfort them. No, all of this Saturn was a lesson. Okay, so this person may appear back because the start of Mercury retrograde is at the end of the year, the end of the month too. And that's going to happen from the end of the month, the middle of the month, till January the 17th. Okay, so rest. Take a mental break. A quiet mind has direct access to wisdom and insight. Your wisdom and insight is for you to understand what your spiritual soulmate is. Is it the new love? Or are you going to feel pressured to make a decision to reconcile? But this card is in reverse. You don't want to reconcile. You don't want to reconnect. You don't want the past to come back. If you really do, this energy is not going to allow you. I'm telling you now, because that cycle is over. It's telling you that the cycle is even over within you, even though you may not feel it and know it, but you will. You will. You will suddenly feel like cutting and releasing things, people, and situations out of your life. Okay? Because this world card will close. And if it closed without your assistance, right? Without your motivation, without you feeling liberated for it to do so, you will repeat this as a worser lesson due to Saturn. Your next 7 to 10 years is going to be true hell. If you reunite with somebody, okay, and accept them back, your next 7 to 10 years is going to be hell. I'm telling you now. You got to go with the flow, okay, of what is meant for you. The more that you restrict it, the more that you ignore it, you're going to have a whole new life by spring. Because you're going through purification. Okay? So what made you feel comfortable before is not going to be what you feel is comfortable in your future. Or that same type of people or persons. Okay? Let go and let God. Okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because y'all know I'll be on here like an hour or 2 hours. I don't want my phone to totally go dead again this time and let it cut off like it did. Okay. But some of you, like I said, you may get communication from a person that has been ignoring you, hasn't been coming around. They were calling and texting you or trying to come towards you, but they really didn't make any type of judgment. They didn't do anything. They didn't say the right words. All of that, right? It's because your liberation is more important than allowing an ex back. Okay? Your liberation is who make you who you are as a soul. And when you don't cooperate with liberation, okay, you can't rest mentally or physically. Your mind can't rest. You can't love. You can't let love in. It's still letting you be controlled by a person who is not with you anymore. That's why the puppeteer is here. Okay? All right. And continuing to be the ice queen is not going to help. You can't continue to be an ice queen the rest of your life. That's not liberation. That's not compassion and love that you have for yourself. So in order to fully be liberated, you must cut the ties of people and situations that have had a control on you. And that is by allowing people to still communicate, come through, see you, be intimate with you. All of that is giving another person control over you. Because you're feeling pressured to let that person be and feel liberated, but not you. Okay? But that's all. That's over. You'll see what I mean. Okay? When I come back on, let me know in the comments on the type of communication that you will be getting. Because the other person may come to you and say, yeah, I finally cut them loose. And most of you is going to be like, oh, okay, that's great. Well, have a good day. Because are you going to allow your future to be sacrificed again just because that other person finally learned the lesson by Saturn and let those other situations go, but now they want to come back towards you to liberate the situation between you and them? The World card said they had a chance to do that, but they didn't want to listen to their spiritual guides. So if they don't even listen to their spiritual guides, how do you feel that they're going to be a sense of liberation for you as a couple? How is that going to work? Yeah. All right. You thinking about taking a cruise? Your show came up. Thank you all to my moderators, Mel, Reese. We didn't have Stagner to come through here today. Extraordinary. Thank y'all so much. And all my other moderators that may see this reading in the future. I will be back tomorrow, okay? Probably around the same time. And thank y'all again for trusting me with your energy and watching my channel. And we got a whole bunch of new things coming up for next year, okay? And I love y'all too. Thank you so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.